Hello and welcome to Mr. E's Watch Reviews. Today I got something quite special. Happened to go to the mall today to see my watchmaking buddy. He's going to help me out with something that I can't seem to get quite right on one of the watches I'm working on, but I happened to pick this up. This is my very first actual Seiko. I have a ton of watches that have Seiko movements, but this is my very first Seiko. It's the SK5 or SKX5. It's got 10 bar water resistance, exhibition case back. The movement that is in this thing. Oh Lord, hang on a second. Let me bust out the magnifying glass for us. Let's see if I can flip that up this way. All right. It has the movement number on there. Let's see. This movement is the 4R36-07G. But basically, I'm actually kind of digging this watch. This is my first watch with the 4 o'clock crown position. First watch I've ever worn with one. It actually feels quite good. I'm kind of surprised, but it does feel very comfortable on the wrist. I got this thing on a deal or whatever, like online on the Seiko site. I mean, I'm not saying everywhere. I'm just saying, like, on the Seiko site, they said it's supposed to be $295. They had it listed for $295 at the store. They had a 30% off deal, which is why I wound up go ahead and jumping on it. So I got it for like $200, brand new. So pretty happy about that. Always nice to kind of feel like you got a deal. I did see where Macy's was selling it on their online store for the same price, which me being able to walk out the store with it right then, hell yeah. I don't particularly care for, it looks like, I guess these would be considered hollow end links, just because they don't go all the way up to the case. The bracelet, it feels good. It is a little jiggly. You can hear it. Definitely feel the wiggle. Not super impressed with their clasp and all that, but again, they're known for making stuff that works for a long period of time. So even though it, like this bracelet, I'm not gonna lie, it feels pretty cheap. But I've only got to wear this home. Like I said, I only had it actually a few hours. Again, sorry, no unboxing, because they actually put it in the display window when I was in there to get a new strap. I went in there just for this right here, and wound up, yeah. It was an oopsie moment, but it's all good. But bezel feels real good on this. It does seem to have a teeny bit of back play, like but not really. I mean, just kind of. It's, I don't know. I can't tell if it's like I'm not hitting, like I got it fully locked in, but every once in a while, like I can push it back just a little bit. But it does seem to line up really good. The loom on this is pretty badass. Like I said, it just, all in all, the bracelet is the only thing that's killing me right this second. Like, I like the way it looks. Like, I like the brushed finish and everything like that, and the female end links. But it just feels cheap for $200. You know what I mean? Like, it feels like my Invicta bracelets. So. But again, there are other more vintage watches that this amount of jiggle would be lovely. I've seen some vintage watches, like I've said, with a big old R on them with gaps like this in between the links, just got awful bad. But it is what it is. Let's see. I do like the way this thing fits. Say, oh yeah, y'all don't know, but I had to go out and buy me another one of these. So now we have a his and hers in the house. She has her own, and I had to go buy myself my own 36.5mm blue one. Yeah. That thing is just gorgeous. I love that blue. A blue dot is sexy. So at any rate, that's what I was wearing when I was at the mall. And then, like I said, I didn't even go in to go buy a watch. I went to go drop some stuff off and put the, but this fits very comfortably on the wrist. Sits nice. Fits my wrist size quite well. It's nice and comfortable, and it doesn't feel that heavy. Like, I guess that's the other reason why it's kind of bugging me, because I don't know, like, it says 170 grams on the website, but we'll just see what this one weighs since it's been sized up for me. And see, it says it weighs at 151 grams, and honestly, it feels lighter to me than that. Like, the head of it obviously is chunky, but it feels lighter. And see, I got my only digital watch sitting right up here because I've been wearing that too. Like, I'm such a watch whore. I really am. Like, my next video, I'll do a state of the watch collection or state of the collection video, and like, y'all can just see how many watches I have, and I'm just switching in and out all the time. I'm just terrible. I got a problem. I need to go to Watchaholics. Oh Lord, is that really a thing? I don't know. If not, it probably should be. But yeah, because like give you an idea. Here's a L'Oreal. I wore that just the other day or earlier this week, and I wore this, and then I wore this for the last couple of days, and then what was? Oh yeah. Let's see. I wore that a couple of days. Yeah, like last weekend, I wore a silent service all weekend. But let's get a loom shot. Let's get a loom shot on this. All right. Hold on a second. All right. Actually, yeah, do me a favor. Flip that light switch off for a second. Ooh, yeah, there you go. Look at that. Nice and bright. Very nice. I'll let you guys know exactly how long that lasts. We'll see. But that is definitely looking good. All right. I'll tell you what, we'll just flip this one on. All right. Now, the only things I did notice about this that, I don't really particularly care for, this does not have a screw down crown. You just kind of got to pull it out. Which, kind of surprised me. But, it is what it is as long as it works good enough. The 10 bar of water resistance is more than sufficient for me and just about, 95% of the world. But, they do have other models that do have better water resistance ratings. But, for the average Joe Blow, I can definitely see why this watch is so popular. They've got tons of, modifications that you can do to these things, make them personalized, stylized. I don't think I'm going to be modifying this one. The only thing I might do is maybe change that bracelet out. Maybe put that leather strap on there. But, the bracelet that does come with it, it is comfortable and it is sufficient. It does work good. It doesn't have any like sharp edges or jagged edges. And that's one thing I will say over like the San Martins and stuff like that. They make a very nice bracelet, and I like it with the screw links and stuff like that, but their links are not finished quite as good as this Seiko's right here. I really just wish they would just kind of, put some screw links in this thing instead of some push pins, but, I guess they got to do what they got to do for their costs and stuff, and, they put more money in the movement than the bracelet, which when you're going by reliability, you know, it's much easier to change the bracelet than it is to change the movement. So that kind of makes sense to me. But I'm actually liking this watch pretty good. Let's bust out the micrometer, because this thing is a little on the chunky side. It is a little thick. Let's see. 13 mil, so not terrible. The bezel is 40.4. The case measuring at 41. Not too terrible. I mean, here we'll just go side to side. Yeah, 41.1. Let's see the inside of the lugs. This should be 20. Oh, no, that says it's 22 mil. Well, not putting that bracelet on there then. Huh? Is that really? Yeah. Well, it's 22 millimeter. All right, so that's going to make getting the strap a little funky, because everything else I got is 20 millimeter. But all right, well, that's good to know then. Is I don't know, eyeballing it, I would have said 20, but 2 millimeters, I guess, is kind of hard to see with the eyeballs. And it's got a 45.5, 45.4 lug tip to lug tip, and with the female end links, it just makes it taper down a little bit better. Oh no, I mean, I really like this watch. You know, it's a lot different than anything else I own. You know, I really wasn't planning on getting anything with a 4 o'clock crown, because I'm just really not into that. I really much rather it be up here, but you know, this thing it had you know, the day and the date, good movement, and like I said, the price just hit me right. They also had the nice brand new chronograph from Seiko in there. That thing was slick looking. It was nice and small, and like looked like it was a 39 millimeter or so. Solar power driven. I don't know, badass looking watch, but they wanted like $700 for that one. I was like, no, that's a little much for a spur of the moment, all of a sudden walking in the door kind of thing. I was like, this I can take. Not only that, but you know, not really to tell y'all all about my business or nothing, but basically the other day I had a little scare. My heart was fluttering and doing some funky shit. So, long story short, I went to the ER, and now I got to go to a cardiologist. So, yay. What friggin' fun. So on that note, you know, if you guys don't hear or see from me in a little while or something like that, you know, it's been fun hanging out with y'all. But not to be morbid, but you know, if y'all could like, subscribe, all that kind of good shit, great. That would really help out. I really appreciate it. I don't know, because I don't have health insurance. The doctor bills are going to be piling up. I may need to be offloading a whole bunch of watches here soon. So, no, I will not sell the Genoes no matter what. But I may be taking offers on some of my other watches, and all that kind of stuff. So I don't know. We're going to see how bad it gets. But at any rate, enough of that bullshit. Moving on. Hope y'all have a good holidays. You know, just wanted to share with y'all me living it up, you know, just a little bit. Yeah, I know y'all are probably like, motherfucker, you live it up a lot, bitch. You buy a lot of goddamn watches. I know. I mean, A, it's I want them, but B, you know, it's the stuff that I think y'all want to see, or that people want to watch videos about. So, you know, it is what it is. I do like the hands on this. Like, there's a lot of things I'm really liking about this watch. Like, I'm really kind of excited because, like I said, I've never owned an actual Seiko. I've got, like I said, all the Invictus with the Seiko movements and Paganis with Seiko movements, but I've never owned an actual Seiko itself. So this is a good quality watch, and this one's probably going to be one of the ones that's going to go in my keeper category, like with my Genoes and, you know, whatnot. essentially there's going to be like a good handful of watches that will not be for sale, but there's a bunch of them that I probably will let go. My luck, it'll be just none of the ones that y'all want. So, but at any rate, I appreciate it. Happy holidays, all that good stuff. And there was a whole bunch of people that are not doing well that I really wanted to wish well. That I'm sorry, my brain's not quite all here with me, but Joe, John, Ryan, Alex, Logan, Andrew, Duncan, John LaCroix, John Bradley, Jedi, all y'all guys, saying y'all are my buddies, man. I really appreciate, talking to y'all on the internet and everything like that and all that good shit. It's been a pleasure having gotten to meet all y'all. Rick James, there's so many people I've met and everything like that, and so many people that I talk to on a regular, and some people I haven't spoken with in a little while. I know they're still watching, but they're busy. They got shit to do. They ain't always got time to drop a comment and stuff. But David Boyd, there's so many of y'all. I really appreciate y'all reaching out. Like, I honestly enjoy talking to y'all better than I enjoy talking to most of the people I have to deal with on a daily basis in person. But at any rate, enough about all that kind of stuff. Sorry, I'm kind of in a weird place, getting told you got a bad valve in your heart and whatnot at 44, and just, luckily, the one doctor says it's non-life threatening, or shouldn't be, in his quote, air quotation marks, shouldn't be life threatening. It's like, okay, well, how shouldn't be? Are we talking like, 90% shouldn't be, or like 60% shouldn't be, So yeah. Anyway, I'm trying not to stress about it until after I go to see the cardiologist, the actual dude that's supposed to know nothing but that kind of stuff. So, anyway, wish me luck. I should have a few more watches coming in. I got a San Martin on the way. Actually, I got 2 more San Martins on the way. We're going to take apart them Timexes. John LaCroix is actually being a huge help. He seems to really kind of know something about these things. Let's see. Oh yeah, Shelton. Where you been at, man? I ain't heard nothing from you in a while. I'm trying to think of everybody else. P Street Garage, Stefan, he's always been super good to me and everything like that. Y'all should check out his channel. Like I said, Time Bombardier, check out his channel. Old Line Watches up in Maryland, check out him. He does some pretty cool stuff. I don't know. Anyway, I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.